What's good, guys? This week we're talking about finding the fountain of youth, sending nudes into space, and listening to black holes. Also, Richard Dawkins on what we should tell the aliens, and Douglas Murray chats with Sam Harris and Michael Shermer. It's hard to accept that you're aging. Just look at Madonna's recent Instagram and TikTok escapades. While plastic surgery and smoking blunts may make her appear younger, as we know, aging comes from the inside. It is the accumulation of molecular and cellular damage over time. Most people just accept that aging is a part of nature, but more and more scientists, in particular our mate David Sinclair, are showing that aging can and should be avoided. In a recent talk led by Brian Greene at the World Science Festival, David explains that aging is like scratches on a CD. The song data is still there, it's just not able to be read due to the damage. Buff out the scratches and the sound will play well, just like before. Okay, maybe that's putting it a little simply, so make sure you go and watch that video for yourself. Also, check out David's book Lifespan at the link in our bio, where you can also grab tickets to see string theorist and founder of the World Science Festival, Professor Brian Greene, live in conversation. 2 words, space nudes. You heard right, NASA plans to beam an image of 2 humans waving in their birthday suits into space in the hopes that this could attract the attention of extraterrestrials. Along with the Adam and Eve cartoon, there will be a drawing of the DNA double helix and an image of an object falling depicting Earth's gravity. The images will come with an invitation to respond, all written in binary code, which scientists think might be a universal language understood by all intelligent life forms. The message will also include information about Earth's location, which has some people worried. What if the aliens are hostile and use this info to damage Earth? To be fair, this isn't the first time we've sent images of nude humans into space. The Pioneer plaque sent in 1972 and 1973 also had some naked folk. Granted, it was the 70s and pretty much everyone was naked all the time. I want to know, if you had to explain Earth to aliens in just 3 images, what would they be? Let us know in the comments. Calling all Richard Dawkins fans, we've got 2 pieces of new content you can't miss. First up, Dawko recently opened the International Science Festival in Gothenburg, Sweden. He gave a fascinating speech called What Shall We Tell the Aliens? Don't get it twisted, Dawko doesn't believe that we're going to meet aliens, but he does make another bold claim. He says that if aliens do exist, he believes that they will also be a product of Darwinian selection. How wild is that? Secondly, don't miss an excerpt from his latest book, Flights of Fancy, published in Quillette last week. In it, he talks about why many animals shed their wings. For example, did you know that worker ants can sprout wings but don't? And that ants and termite queens bite off their wings after mating? And what about flightless birds such as penguins? What's the point of having wings if you can't fly? Evolution can explain why, but you'll have to read the article to find out. Don't forget, we're running our evolutionary biology course again at Thinking Academy. Sign up for the waitlist at that link in our bio. Douglas Murray has been a very busy man. His latest book, The War on the West: How to Prevail in the Age of Unreason, was just published a few weeks ago. In his book, Douglas argues that the West is self-cannibalizing. We are so critical of our own sins, but don't criticize the sins of other societies. This latest book follows on from The Madness of Crowds and The Strangeness of Europe, which we have a signed copy of in our shop. Before you can get your hands on a copy, you can listen to Douglas speak on the Michael Shermer Show. Michael describes Douglas as the Christopher Hitchens of our time. It's true that Douglas, just like Hitch, is a very fiery social and political commentator who isn't afraid of diving headfirst into the culture war debate. Douglas also went on the Making Sense podcast with our mate Sam Harris. It's also worth a listen. Don't listen to this if you get freaked out easily. This ghostly howl is what it sounds like when X-ray light bounces around inside a black hole. Despite the name, black holes actually emit some light, and it's all thanks to their diet. They gobble up matter all around them, usually gas and dust from orbiting stars, and a bit like a sparkly fart. They emit X-ray light that makes a sound. Yeah, you know that thing about space being silent? That's a myth. Just because space is a vacuum, it doesn't mean that there's no sound. Actually, galaxy clusters are full of gas that provides a medium for sound waves to travel along. These recent sound waves were picked up by NASA's Chandra X-ray in the Perseus black hole. Scientists from MIT ran the data through a tool called the reverberation machine, which is also a great name for a psychedelic rock band. The machine spat out this creepy tune, which the scientists resynthesized to make it audible to the human ear. We can't wait to hear the remixes they release. Keen to learn more about black holes? Sign up to our cosmology course with Professor Alan Duffy at that link in our bio. That's all for this week, guys. I hope you've learned something cool. Make sure you sign up to our newsletter for specials on our upcoming shows and Thinking Academy courses. Just head to that link in our bio. Until next time, take care.